Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Elite Redux playthrough. Today we are here with a brand new team. We have some familiar faces, we have some new faces. I've mixed up the team a little bit. I've used some Pokemon, mostly ones that just looked kind of cool. There's no real strategy behind any of this as such. However, I am using Pokemon that looked like they had really cool sprites with some pretty damn good ability as well. So, starting off with the old, okay, Popcorn is back to how he was, okay? Popcorn is back to the menace that he was when he was destroying teams, unburdened, boosted for the speed boost, now has skill link active because it is obviously level 36 rather than 23, massive level jump, which is very, very helpful for it. Adamant nature with the same moves as before. I didn't actually recheck the moves. Maybe I should recheck the moves. They could be, maybe a little bit different if there's anything new in levels. There's Fire Lash now. There's Barrage, is a multi-hit move. Goodbye Secret Power. I will take Barrage. I will, because there's a base 125 power steel type move, which could actually be really, really useful. But mostly we're going to be using Bullet Seed and popping Mayhem because they are stabs. So that's the most important thing that we have. Very, very good. Very, very good. Could be run with Bulk Up as well if we wanted to. There is other options, but for right now, we're going to keep this thing going as just, you know, a hard hitter. Last minute changes, of course. Also, Espeon, exactly the same. I have not changed anything about Espeon. It is performing so well that I just don't want to change anything about it. It is doing incredibly well. As for Pyukamaku, there is one change that I have made, and that is, rather than running Toxic, we are running Baton Pass. And this ties in with the next Pokemon, which is Machamp. Machamp is now fighting Dragon type. Machamp has become a lot bulkier than it was before. Its typing, probably better in my opinion. Iron Fist, very strong. Guts, very strong. Can only be damaged by attacks and will have multi-scale, meaning whenever it gets swapped in, it's going to at least take one hit pretty well. Even a Fairy type move, I mean, it'll still do a lot of damage, but it will be halved. We're also running an Assault Vest. We're running an Adamant Nature. We're running this thing as just a lot of HP, a lot of attack with an Assault Vest, and hopefully with Baton Pass on Pyukumuku, if it works the way that it should, we should be able to pass attack and defense onto this Machamp and just tear through things, just healing up a bunch with Drain Punch, which is one of my favorite moves in all of Pokemon. Bulk Up Drain Punch is one of my favorite sets you can run. Just very, very good. We also have Bullet Punch for Fairies, plus Priority, plus Iron Fist boost. Dragon Hammer is just a very, very strong dragon move, just straight up. Doesn't have the healing that Drain Punch will give us, you know, but it is a very powerful move. We also have Aura Force, which is an interesting move. It's super effective on Ghost, which is kind of cool. I've mostly got this here because it was interesting, rather than anything else. It doesn't give any different coverage as such. I'm not opposed to the idea of, you know, maybe Fire Punch, and we'll get into the reason for that in a second, but overall, I want to see how Machamp does with some bulk ups in it. But the reason I mentioned Fire Punch is because we also have this really cool looking Empoleon, the Fire Ice Penguin. This is possibly my favorite sprite so far. This is very cool. It looks like it's like crushing a Firestone with its feet or something. I like it. It has Wise Glasses right now because I was very indecisive on its item, especially as I've never used this Pokemon before. You know, the Fire Ice Empoleon is new to me. But it has Drought. First and foremost, I decided to run Drought over the Snow Warning. I don't care for Hail teams. Pyromancy is good, but I feel like Drought is helpful with Popcorn and potentially Fire Punch on Machamp. We also don't really have too many Pokemon on our team that are weak to Fire. So, you know, if Fire gets set up and they send in a Fire type, that's not a problem for our team, right? And also, you know, we have Ice Scales and stuff like that, which is good. Our Ice type and Flying type moves get a power boost, so this also gives our Fire type moves a power boost. Modest nature. At the moment, it's a bulky special attacker. Its speed is decent, so we could run this as a fast special attacker if we wanted to. But at the moment, it's bulky special attacker. We'll see how it performs. This Pokemon's very subject to change. I need to kind of like take it for a test run first. But we have Priority with Flame Burst, which is kind of cool. Special attacking fire priority in the sun could be very good. We have Air Slash because it's boosted by our ability. We have Freeze Drive for the same reason, and so that we have something to hit water types, because if not, water types would be our downfall. And then we have Flamethrower just for a good strong fire move. Pretty cool Pokemon. I'm very... Mega Evolve holding an Empoleonite R. That's a very interesting misclick I've just done. Okay. Okay, Empoleon IR. Pyukumuku has no evolution. That makes me sad. Machamp IR. Primal Reversion holding a Galactic Orb? Popcore might have seen that one already, actually. Interesting. And a Luxray Knight, which is our last Pokemon on the team. I did keep Luxray. It is my favorite Pokemon. It had to go on there. The only real change is if for an ability, it now has Predator. We're running an Expert Belt, so it can hit for super effective damage with its coverage. That's okay. It's okay coverage. An Electric Gem was also something that I was considering. I know, wild, considering a gem. Who would ever do that? But we are going to be going for Electric type moves a lot with Luxray, so I'm considering it. But yeah, fast physical attacker with Ice Fang, Secret Power Ground, Night Slash, and Wild Charge. Just overall decent coverage. And we're going to see how this team performs today. So, we have a couple of options of what we can do, actually. We could go up north and go to the future routes, but that would be skipping some stuff. We can go into the museum, which will also be interesting. There's some stuff we need to do there. We still haven't even handed in the parts, I don't think, so we should probably actually do that before I forget to do that at all. If this goes over here, that goes over there. What about this doohickey? Good luck with your doohickeys. We're going to look for Captain Stern, who should be in the museum, unless things are changed around. I don't think there's anything stopping us from going and doing that right now. There are some more battles that we could do at Slateport, but honestly, I'm feeling like I want to test this team, and I don't know if I want to test it with a hard battle. I guess there's nothing saying this will be a hard battle. This is normally just 2 grunts. They're probably elite grunts. So that's probably 2 hard battles, or we can go down here and we could battle some Slateport trainer. Let's battle 1 Slateport trainer real quick. You, child. Be my test guinea pig, child. Let me test this team. Alright, okay, go for it. We should probably have led with one of the new Pokemon if I was going to be testing, but we can still go for Popping Mayhem. See if we can get some, okay, ow. See if we can get some burns going. I'm actually very curious to know if we outspeed a Farret with our Unburden boost. I didn't put a lot of stats into our speed, as doubling our base speed is... It's a lot of speed. We don't really need that much speed. I think I put some in, but not all of it. That is, in fact, 5 hits. No burn. Our base speed is 160. Farret's is 133. Yeah, our speed is very, very, very high. So we do have a little bit of... Oh, we've drew the Farret to go into Wailmer. I mean, I'm still fast, and I have Bullet Seed. The Let's Roll might let it live. Interesting swap, though. I kind of appreciate the fact that they swapped. That does pathetic damage. That is an absolute nothing bugger. That was a crit. Okay. All right. Sure. That was a crit. If you say so, game. That is one thick Wailmer. I'm surprised it's a Wailmer and not a Wailord, but they probably expect me to come here at a lower level, maybe. Because you could come over here before fighting the next gym. So maybe they expect you to come over this way to expand your Pokemon pool a little bit before you fight Brawly, which is reasonable. Bullet Seed's not going to KO this, but honestly, it's fine. My main aim was not to test Popcorn. Popcorn we already know is an incredible Pokemon, right? My aim is to test the others. Mostly Machamp, actually, is the Pokemon that I want to test the most, because I want to see how well it does with a Bulk Up Baton Pass into it, because I feel like it will be a monster to fight. Chilling Water does not do enough, but it does freeze us, which is rude. I wonder if that's a guaranteed Frostbite move. I think when I was looking through... it might have been Empoleon, actually. I think Empoleon has a move that is a guaranteed Frostbite infliction, which I did consider, but I don't know enough about these new statuses and how valuable they are to really, like, want to put it on the team. Popcorn, even though this Wailmer got swapped in, you know, Popcorn's still doing everything it needs to do and taking it out, which is fine. I definitely should have led with Pyukumuku. We'll do that for the next fight. We'll lead with Pyukumuku, and then we'll set up curses. We'll swap in Machamp, and we'll see how well it does, just absolutely sweeping everyone's brains out. I'm very curious to see how it will do. As for right now, though, we're going to swap in Espeon, because I believe Farret's most likely to come back out, and we can just Choice Scarf off it before it starts headbutt flinching the rest of my team. I don't want to deal with headbutt flinching. I don't. I'd rather just side shock this thing and get it off my screen. I'm sorry, Farret. I love you. You're very strong. You're such a noodle. But I'm not getting headbutt flinched into oblivion. I refuse. And Herdia, you're probably going to have a similar situation. I don't think you're going to do a whole lot. So you're just going to get side shocked as well. But yeah, we'll test out Kikubuku. Sorry, I need to say it like that more. I don't know why I said Kikubuku normally. What a failure I am, right? I mean, you gonna hit twice? Espeon living a double edge is honestly unexpected. That is not what I expected, but nice. Let's go ahead and put Kikubuku in front. And let's see how this goes, shall we? Who is next up on the list? You. For guy as macho as me. Go ahead. Send out your nice physical Pokemon. Knocked out. Okay, I don't think that's going to be a physical Pokemon, to be honest. You're going to set up Tailwind. That's fine. We are weak to flying if we do swap into Machamp. The downside to this is I can't use Pyukumuku just to reflect damage and KO one Pokemon. I mean, I shouldn't say I can't, right? I mean, we can swap to that if that's something that we think is going to be more important for the fight than setting up curses. But honestly, I think I'm just going to go for like maybe 2 curses and then swap. I don't know if I need any more than that. Obviously, more is welcome, but I don't want the opposing Pokemon to do any funny business. We can check its moves though, so I guess we can check that as funny business. Hello, Noctowl with Eviolite. Oh. Noctowl with Eviolite. Oh, wait. Interesting. I was like, what kind of idiot would put an Eviolite on a Noctowl, right? Oh, it can evolve in this game, huh? Okay, okay. Psychic, Hurricane, Moonblast, Roost. We actually don't have anything to worry about other than Hurricane maybe getting a confusion. But that is still something to worry about, I guess. We'll Baton Pass. We'll Baton Pass. I don't want to get confused and then lose all of the setup. Pyukumuku has done what it needs to do. Now we bring in Machamp, which feels really dumb to do against a Noctowl. It feels like maybe I shouldn't bring in this Pokemon in particular. It feels like maybe I should bring in something different, but I'm going to Machamp. I don't care if it's a Psychic Flying type. It'll be fine. Maybe. How much does Bullet Punch do? Bullet Punch is a 5-hit KO? 5? 5-hit KO, huh? Even Dragon Hammer isn't a 1-hit KO. Did it copy our stat buffs across? Yes. Noctowl's that tanky in this game? I guess we have to go for Dragon Hammer then, right? We're gonna get Moonblasted. We have multi-scale. So it doesn't do too much. Alright, we're fine. We can Dragon Hammer, which will do a lot of damage. It's a very high base power move. That's not that much damage, actually. Wow, okay. This has not gone well. Moonblast still does not KO. Bullet Punch also does not KO. This has not worked how I thought it would. This has been really bad, actually. Wow, that is... Okay, admittedly, I brought in this Machamp into, like, the worst thing possible. I brought it into a Psychic Flying type with Fairy coverage, right? This is the worst case scenario for this Pokemon. So if we don't do it the way that I've done it, that would help. That would help. Xatu. Yeah, that also isn't a great Pokemon. This isn't a good test. We're gonna test on the grunts. It'll be fine. Yeah, all we can really do here is Bullet Punch, I guess, to get some chip damage off. But that's respectable. Admittedly, I could have also set up more curses. If I set up one more curse, I think Dragon Hammer, Bullet Punch would have KO'd. And then maybe 2 Bullet Punches would have KO'd the Xatu. Maybe it could have been something. But regardless, that's not what I did, right? This was not a good battle for Machamp, so it's fine. Listen, guys, it's fine. Let's not worry about it too much. We're all good here. We can just freeze dry the Xatu. Don't hypnosis me. Speaking of hypnosis, I did go to use Kadabra for Brawly. I looked through the stuff that it had, and one of its abilities is called Hypnotist, which makes Hypnosis have a 90% chance to land, but Kadabra doesn't learn Hypnosis at level 23, at least, which, that was odd. That was very odd. That did pathetic damage. Flamigo is going to one-shot move close combat, right? Just to make sure that I have a good idea of what's going to happen here. Axe kick, triple kick, whirling strikes. You're going to go for triple kick. It's going to go up in base power, and it's going to KO me, right? That's what's happening here. So I may as well Flame Burst. Because it outspeeds me. Yeah. Yeah, we may as well Flame Burst. I think we're getting KO'd. If not, then we can go for another one the turn after, and I think it still KOs. It does. Do we live this? No. Not even remotely. Oh, we do, because he missed. Okay, that counts. Good job, Empoleon. As that thing frosts itself, do you have Guts or do you have Quick Feet? Oh, you have Quick Feet. But it's fine, we have priority. We're fine, we're fine. It doesn't matter, but scary, scary. Frost Orb over Flame Orb, huh? Is Frostbite less of a problem than burning yourself? I guess if you have Guts, Flame Orb might be better because, you know, you don't get the attack penalty. Probably why Frost is better. Regardless, let's go ahead, head into the museum and see what battles we have going on over here. Welcome to the Oceanic Museum. Oh my god, that money looks so stupid. What? I guess it makes sense. We don't spend money in this game, but it just looks cheated to me. I hate it. Hey, what are you doing here? Me? I'm the Team Aqua member you funked before, remember? What are you going to give me? Battle points? Take this Clauncher? You have to forgive me. Oh. Florida could be interesting. A Pokemon, it gets really strong when you evolve it at level 37. I know what you did there, game. I don't appreciate it. It's rude. Hope I never see you again. Bah. They really did that. They really said, here, have this Pokemon that you can't use yet. Also, do I want to go back to leading with Popcorn? Like, leading with the Machamp thing is something I want to test. I do want to test it, but also, I might want to save Pyukumuku something else. It's something that we need to judge the opposing team for first. I think leading with Popcorn is still a good idea. We're going to keep leading with Popcorn. Probably a bad idea, we'll see. For now, though, show me Clauncher. Alright, before anything else, you know, we're looking at every Pokemon at this point. It's holding a Choice Scarf. Interesting. Pure Water typing, Scavenger, Multiscale, Shell Armor, and Mega Launcher, which we'll obviously have, which is going to just boost its moves. So it doesn't take a lot of damage, and it deals a lot more damage, which is, you know, kind of what you want. Modest Nature, off the bat, interesting. Already EV trained for speed as a Choice Scarf Pokemon. It's kind of like they're really saying, here, have this, you might need it in the future. Which at level 37 would be before Flannery, right? Because we'll have done Watson to get the next level cap. Very interesting that they would specifically give you this. Floritza or Clortificer. Oh. Made me think of Artificer from Risk of Rain. Interesting. Interesting. Very cool Pokemon. Hello. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Laprasite X. Interesting that we're getting Megastone pickups. As far as I'm aware, we don't have a Mega Ring yet. I'm going to check my key items. That's our first Megastone. In our key item section, I don't see a Mega Ring. I assume we're going to need to get a Mega Ring before we can start Mega Evolving Pokemon. That would make sense to me. But we will see. We'll see. Yes, if you're looking for Stone, that would be me. Ah, those must be the parts I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you, that's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. There they are. Okay. Look, this could be a double battle, which means leading with Espeon was really stupid to have secondary, actually. Hold it, we'll take those parts. No, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Single battle? Double battle. Single battle, 2 Pokemon. Gloom? Gloom? Popping Mayhem. Am I playing the right game? That is pretty pathetic damage, actually. That's a tanky Gloom. That's actually going to Sludge Bomb me, and it might actually KO Popcorn. We'll see. That might actually be a problem. Yeah, that might be bad, actually. That did a lot less damage than I expected. I kind of saw a Gloom and went, oh, we're going to one-shot it. Acid. That does enough damage to take us to Unburden, at least, which I guess is good. Our special defense drops. Another popping Kernel will KO it, but yeah, that didn't go great. We also didn't get healed by the Grassy Train just then, which is interesting. Gloom and Low Kicks. Eviolite on the Gloom, obviously. 138 defense. That is a physical wall, if I have ever seen one. Okay. Alright. Acid Spray, Fluttering Leaf, Energy Ball, Acid. Nothing that makes it seem like I can't just click Popping Mayhem again, I guess. I'm confused at why this is so reasonable. Normally, when we get to a point where I would consider this, you know, a somewhat key battle. Was the first grunt in Petalburg Woods a tougher battle? I actually don't remember anymore. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I don't have to worry about, like, grunts ever, which I guess wouldn't, you know, be too unsurprising. What did it just do? Pulling out all the stops. Ambush plus Violent Rush. I don't remember what those abilities are. I don't. But it has First Impression. I assume First Impression is going to KO me. But just on the off chance where it doesn't, I'm going to click Popping Mayhem again anyway. It does KO us. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We could go ahead and counter it. We could also maybe just Choice Scarf Flamethrower it with Espeon. I don't know if that'll be enough damage. It's Avenger boosted. It'll be enough damage, right? It can't First Impression anymore. It's already done that. It shouldn't have the speed anymore. Does Flamethrower KO? Guaranteed 2-hit KO. Oh, do you have a Sash? Do you have a Sash? Well, I guess we're Volt Switching is what we're doing. We're Volt Switching out. We're expecting a physical move. Wow, that did actually take it all the way down to a Sash with just a Volt Switch. Oh, damn. Okay. Do we go to Pyukumuku to just counter it real quick? I guess we could bring in Machamp. I don't think Machamp is going to take too much damage, and then we could Bullet Punch the turn after. Let's go to Machamp. Machamp's tanky. Machamp will do what it needs to do. There's a U-turn. Yeah, 14 damage. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then we can Bullet Punch, and we should be A-okay. We also get Grassy Train healing, which is nice. Does break our multi-scale, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, we should still be completely fine. Just Bullet Punch you. You don't have any immunity to it or anything. And we'll see if the second one is like a full fight, and this was like a prelude to maybe take down one of your Pokemon. I don't trust this game. I don't. I trust that no random trainers on like Slateport Beach are going to be insane. No, just 2 Pokemon. Okay. Poliwrath. We can probably just Psyshock that, right? Do you even live a Psyshock? Tactical Vest might live a Psyshock in that case. Do we live a Torrent Fist, though? We do live a Torrent Fist. Psyshock has a 25% chance to Oko, I believe. Watch this. Easy. Damn it, Espeon. Come on. I hyped you up and everything. I believed in you. Now you're going to get fisted by this Poliwrath, which is just a little bit awkward, really. We could Psyshock again. It doesn't have any priority, I guess. A little bit unfortunate that that didn't KO. Would have been convenient, but you have a Pokemon to swallow. I'm just going to click Psyshock again. And if it doesn't KO, that's fine, but it does KO. Okay, all right, well, I was scared for nothing, and that is fine. Grunt down, and we will go and test Pyukumuku. Oh, sorry. Pyukumuku Machamp. Oh. Wait. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Gamefreak was taking so long searching parts, and you simps are held up by a mere child. We're Team Aqua, and we love the sea. And I, Team Aqua's leader, Archie. What makes you interfere with us? No, you can't be. You're not one of Team Magma. Wait, that can't be right. I'm not dressed for the part. Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. The Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine. You're still too young to understand our noble objective. I warn you, don't even consider interfering with our plans again. Consequences will cost you dearly. That look on your face. This is very different dialogue. You're not taking this seriously, are you? I'm starting to. I'm sorry, Archie. I'm starting to take this more seriously. I'm starting to get concerned. Fine. Archie, will put... Oh. Oh. Okay. It was worse than I thought. Our Espeon's low, and we've lost one Pokemon. See how bad this is? Crobat is the lead. That could be really good for us. Scare lowers our special attack. That's not good for us. That's not good at all. 145, 193. You sashed. Black Sludge, you're not sashed. Do I KO you? Psyshock is a guaranteed OHKO. Okay. That's good. That evens the playing field, straight up. U-turn, dual wing beat, crossboys, and take flight. None of those are priority. Yeah, I'm not seeing any priority on this Crobat. I think we can KO the Crobat to get to an even playing field and have ourselves a 5v5. You have Delmise. Umstuff the Frickuff? Chapido, obviously, probably Mega. Maybe. Hisui and Sliggoo, which is going to be really tanky. Electros. Okay. I see a world where the Machamp strategy works. I do. We'll see. We'll see. We might be able to Curse Baton past to Machamp. For now, though, we're going to Psyshock. I also think keeping Espeon around to maybe revenge kill Sharpedo with a Choice Scarf Volt Switch might be a good idea as well. Gabite is the Pokemon. Hello, what do you do, buddy? You have Water, Ghost type, Life Orb, 113 speed. You have Predator, you have Hydration, you have Keen Edge, you have Hyper Aggressive, so your moves hit twice. That means you go through Sashes. Okay. Aqua Jet, Astonish. Astonish? Priority free. Oh, like Fake Out? Okay. Liquidation and Shadow Claw. And Aqua Jet. So you can KO me very, very easily. If it's going for Astonish this first time, hold on, 113 speed. How fast is Luxxra? Probably not faster than that, right? 113 speed. They're speed tied. Interesting. Okay, okay. Speed tied. Let's do it. Let's swap in Luxray. I think there's going to be an Astonish come out, because why wouldn't it, right? We resist that because we're now part Dark, and we get the Intimidate, which is good. We're Speed tied, which is interesting. I assume its move saying twice doesn't make a Life Orb activate twice, but we'll see. It does not. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, 113 speed, 113 speed. Very interesting. Obviously, our Wild Charge and our Night Slash will KO, actually, which is interesting. So we don't have to take as much recoil. There is nothing on their side that KOs me. So I should be good to just click Night Slash here. We outspeed. Okay, we won the speed tie. Very nice, very nice. Your bite goes down. Okay, okay. We'd have lived anything regardless, but this way, you know, we get back up to full, which is really nice as well. And we get to see what else comes in. Helmise comes in. Okay. You become part steel. That's fine. We probably don't have anything to hit you with that does any damage, right? Night Slash is possibly a 2-hit KO. That's actually better than I thought. It has Earthquake. It has Pain Split. KO's Heal It. Yup. Yup. Still very weak to fire, even with Seaweed as its ability. Held Item Eviolite. Held Item Eviolite. I'm starting to realize what that means when that's on Pokemon that I don't expect it to be on. It means that they have evolutions. I'm very excited to see them. Do we want to keep this around for anything? I don't think so. Right? I don't think we... Maybe Electros, but I feel like we have other options. Like, I feel like Machamp even can fight Electros. I don't think we need to keep this around for anything. I'd rather just have a free swap in to something like Espeon that could Flamethrower this, so I'm just gonna Night Slash. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, right, Pot goes. Yeah, the Night Slash is super effective. I completely forgot about Night Slash even being super effective on Down Mice. I was like, it added the Steel type. It's Grass Steel now. That's so weak to fire, but yeah. Okay, we live the Earthquake. Luxray takes out another. I'm happy with this. I like what's happening here. It makes me very happy. Capito comes in. Do you have Speed Boost? Most importantly, you are sashed. You do have Speed Boost. You are base 125 speed. Meaning, I don't think Espeon can come in and Choice Scarf Revenge Kill. Because I think Espeon is slower than a +1 Sharpedo. Also, it can probably just Aqua Jet finish us. 129. No, Choice Scarf would outspeed, but I'm pretty sure it has priority, so I don't think we'd be able to. Hyper Progressive, so it hits twice. That was half of the foe when defeating it. Okay, alright. Protect, Crunch, Ice Fang, Aqua Fang. No priority, actually. No priority. So we could Volt Switch with Espeon and then swap to something like Machamp that could finish it with Bullet Punch. Regardless, right now, I mean, this is going to go down. That's okay. We could also go straight to Machamp. We could. We could just bring in Machamp right here, click Drain Punch, click Bullet Punch. And that's also completely fine. I mean, it's sashed anyway. Machamp's gonna have to take one hit before it gets hit anyway. If I Volt Switch out with Espeon, the only thing that might change is it might change its move. Which I guess is good, right? If it goes for a Water-type move to hit Espeon or a Dark-type move to hit Espeon, they're both resisted on Machamp. Yeah, I guess that is the right thing to do, to try and bait it into a move. It might also protect this turn, though, which would be really bad. It didn't. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I kind of just risked it. That was maybe a little bit silly, but I kind of just risked it to see what would happen. I mean, if it went for Protect and we lost Espeon, it would suck, right? It's such a good revenge killer and everything, but it would also be fine. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Aqua Fang resisted, and we're very bulky, mind you, very bulky. And we should be able to just finish you with a Bullet Punch. I don't think we have anything to really fear. You don't have any priority that can one-shot us. We should be good to just take you out. Whole 1 damage. I know, very impressive. Machamp really showing his stuff today. Who comes out next? Either Electros or Sliggoo. Sliggoo comes out. Not the one I would have expected. You're weak to fighting, right? I mean, you are a bulky lad. You have Filter, you have Body Press, you have Steel Beam, you have Shelter, Toxic. Go ahead, Toxic me. Toxic me. Drain Punch is a free hit KO. I'm kind of okay with it, because we're just going to heal up. And if it statuses us with Toxic, then good. Just going to kind of see how this goes. Steel Beam. That's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna Drain Punch again. Hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna click this move. The move that I really like, actually. It makes me very happy inside. And then we Suction. Steel Beam again. That's fine. Again, I'm not seeing why this came in over Electros. Don't get me wrong, we resist Electric, right? I get that, but like, Electros isn't weak to fighting. Okay, it does live. I'm very curious to see if that's Bullet Punch range or not, because Bullet Punch is obviously not going to do a lot of damage, but is it enough to do the 2 damage it needs to do? We get crit on the final turn, which is unfortunate. Guaranteed Oko, I trust. I think I outspeed. I have no reason to click that. I'm clicking it though. Bullet Punch. I wasn't lied to. It did 5 damage. It was enough damage. There was no reason to do that though. And then Electros comes in, which we'll see who's faster actually as well. Are we faster? 55. 52! Oh my god, we're faster. I should have bulk up Buku Muku, and then Machamp could have had an easier time with this, but regardless, I'm clicking Drain Punch. Dragon Hammer might be slightly more damage, but just on the off chance that we live. I mean, that's good damage. That's good healing because of the good damage. Water Pulse. That seems like a strange move choice. Is that really the best move you had? Of course you get the Confusion. Of course. Why wouldn't you? Right? Why wouldn't you get the Confusion? Is that really the best move you have for me? Parabolic Charge, Sludge Wave, Water Pulse, Giga Drain. Why wouldn't you Sludge Wave? Am I missing something? I can Drain Punch. Nice. Oh, right, we don't have... Oh, yeah, the Confusion's good in this game. The Confusion's good in this game. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. We still had Pokemon we hadn't even used. We didn't even use Empoleon. That's one of the Pokemon I wanted to try out today. We didn't even use it in that fight. Okay. I would say it's because Machamp is that strong, but honestly, I don't think Machamp was really that important for that. I feel like that just wasn't too hard. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things go as we venture further into this game. I'm feeling like things are getting easier rather than harder at times, but I think that's just because I have so many more options for Pokemon diversity to put on my team, honestly. I'm sure I've met you somewhere before. Have I introduced myself to you? Oh, the name's Scott. I just saw Team Aqua run away from here like they were stung. Let me guess, you drove them away? Does Scott look different? Scott looks different. Maybe, just maybe. This trainer. Alright, I think you're gonna become a good friend. Let's register each other in our Pokénavs. Nah. I'm never gonna interact with that again. But regardless, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up for today. Next episode, we will finish up the rest of the trainers on Slateport Beach. Hopefully Empoleon will get more of a chance to shine on the beach, we'll see. And then we start making our way up towards the rival fight, probably. Oh, that rival fight might be spooky. Our rival has been the toughest opponent so far, in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. I'll look forward to that. But for right now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,